Alright, everybody, UFC 109, the undercard to UFC 110, because it's definitely not Relentless. Let's get into this while I'm in a good mood. A little sick, and I gotta go out and fucking shovel, but let's get this over with. Preliminary card. Hollis Gracie. It's not Holes. Holes is his dad. He's actually Hollis Jr., but his dad's name is, it's a moot point. Joey Beltran taking over, just coming off. He should still be in shape, coming off a win over Houston Alexander a couple weeks ago. Good wrestler, good ground and pound. Hollis Gracie should be able to take this by submission, probably first round. Stylistically, it's not really that great. If Beltran can keep it on the feet, he has a chance of winning. I'm still going to pick Hollis by submission. Late first, early second round. Tim Hag, Chris Terscherer, and Terscherer is a tough guy. He took one of the hardest kicks to the balls I've ever seen in my life, and he still continued to fight. Terscherer, really good wrestler, trains with Brock Lesnar. Not really much Hag can do. He likes to take people down and ground pound them or get into brawls. Terscherer probably going to take him down consistently, hit him with some ground and pound, finish it in the second round. Phil Davis against Brian Stan. Phil Davis has kind of been unknown as far as like what he's going to do on the feet, and Stan always seems to win when I pick him not to win. But I really don't think he's UFC caliber. Phil Davis, amazing wrestler, national champion, and he also just recently won a world BJJ championship as a blue belt in the heavyweight division. So his submissions are good. He's going to take Stan down consistently and eventually get a sub. Second round submission, Phil Davis. Let's see what else we got. Robbins, Emerson, Philip Nover. You know, I was gonna pick Emerson, just not based on Emerson's merit, like that he's like this amazing fighter, because to be honest with you, Nover is more well-rounded, but Nover has looked like crap. I mean, ever since losing in the finals to Escudero. I'm still going to pick Nover, though. I think he's more well-rounded. I think he's got enough on the feet that he can take it down and, consistently. Emerson seems to be able to fend off subs fairly well, so I don't know if it'll get finished. And I'll go Nover by decision. Preliminary on Spike TV, Melvin Gillard against Hannes Torres. Hannes Torres, UFC debut. It's been a while. He's actually been signed to the UFC for a while. Training out of Nova Unao with a bunch of guys, Jose Aldo and Talis Lightus now is there. I think Paulo Tiago's been there a couple times. So really good camp. Torres, he hasn't fought since late 2008, so the ring rust does concern me. I think with the camp he trains at, he should be all right in this one. Gillard, the only X factor in this one, he can beat pretty much anybody at lightweight within the first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes, it's anybody's guess. Could he knock out Torres? Possibly. We're going to go Torres late first, early second round sub. Justin Buchholz against Mac Danzig. Danzig, he could be in trouble if he loses this one, and Buchholz definitely could do it. Buchholz likes to get into brawls, heavy-handed, and he definitely could. He has the reach on Danzig, and he could control the distance. I'm still gonna pick Danzig. Buchholz could definitely pull the submission or pull the TKO out, but I'm gonna go Danzig. As long as he doesn't get into a brawl with Buchholz, uses precise striking, uses his takedowns and controls him on the ground. Danzig, unanimous decision, possibly a late sub. Main card, Matt Serra against Frank Trigg. No idea how this fight is going to go. No idea. I think Trigg being left-handed is at a disadvantage to him because Serra, for some reason, he only has one TKO, and it's against George St. Pierre, but he does have pretty good boxing, and he hits decently hard. The only person that's, Hughes took him down. I think Hughes is a better wrestler than Trigg, and George St. Pierre has taken him down. He's kind of short and hard to, take down and control. I don't think Trigg is the guy to do it. I'm going to go with Serra by maybe late TKO in the third or unanimous decision. Damian Maya against Dan Miller. A lot of people in this, I don't understand, Maya sub instantaneously. It's going to happen. Watch. Sub, 0.5 seconds. Dude, do people not remember the Jason McDonald fight where McDonald basically grappled him on the ground for 3 rounds before Maya pulled a sub on him? And Dan Miller is a legitimate black belt. So instantaneous, not so much. I hate picking against Dan Miller. And, if he could keep it on the feet, he's got a shot. I just think some way Maya finds this to get to the ground. It's going to be probably a pretty entertaining grappling fest. But I'm going to go with Damian Maya by third round submission. Third round submission or unanimous decision. Mike Swick, Paulo Thiago. I want to pick Paulo Thiago in this just because Swick really, he doesn't have, people question Koscheck's, striking still, and it is a little, overrated. But his defense is a lot better than Swick's. Really doesn't have any defense. He just comes at you he throws a lot of punches, and that could be bad against Thiago, who clearly has decent counterpunching and a lot of power. Thiago is insanely tough. He's Brazilian Special Forces when he's not fighting. Really good jiu-jitsu. I'm going to say Swick controls this on the feet. He's a little too quick for him. Takes it down if he has to, and stays out of submissions. Swick pretty good on the ground, pretty underrated on the ground, I would say. And I'm going to go with Swick, unanimous decision. Would not be surprised at all if Thiago wins this one. At this point, I think Thiago has the higher ceiling as far as his potential to be, a good fighter, a great fighter. And I think Swick's his limit as far as how good he can be. And I think Thiago's going to end up being the better fighter in the long run. But, Swick, unanimous decision. Nate Marquardt, Chael Sonnen. Marquardt clearly the more well-rounded fighter here. Sonnen's chance, could he outbox Nate? Probably not. Could he take him down and control him? Possibly, but that's his one shot to do it. He isn't going to sub Marquardt. He isn't going to knock him out. Marquardt can control it on the feet, hit him with huge shots. He could probably... It'd be hard to take down Chael Sonnen. Sonnen's got really good wrestling. And Marquardt could sub him. I'd say he's way too powerful. His striking is amazing lately. Marquardt, second round TKO or submission. He's going to finish it either way, I think. He wants the title shot. This is a lose-lose, for Marquardt. He had no reason to take this fight because he was probably next in line for the belt after Vitor Belfort. So probably ahead of Vitor, actually. But anyways, Mark Coleman, Randy Couture. Coleman can say everything he wants about trying to improve and now embracing everything in MMA. And, good for him that he thinks he can say that. But Coleman's going to come in and try to double leg Couture and control him on the ground. Bigger guys with better ground and pound had Couture on his back, Brock Lesnar being the main one. And Couture's got up off his back against Lesnar a couple times and even reversed Brock and took him down. I think Couture's going to keep this on the feet as much as he can. Try to pick him apart from the outside. When he thinks Coleman's tiring, he's going to get inside, try to push him against the cage, work his dirty boxing, possibly try to take him down. Randy Couture, unanimous decision. Yeah, this card, not really so much. But hey, it could surprise some people. Could surprise some people. Could be some great fights. But once we get this out of the way, we get 110, 111 versus card. Awesome. Also, I'm going to put a link in the sidebar. Pat Barry, he does a radio show with another guy that I don't know who he is, but Pat Barry's hilarious, and it was pretty good. Listen to one of their shows, one of their recent shows, and they're both pretty good. They have some good guests on, and Pat Barry's awesome. He's got some good stories on there. So if you want to check that out. With that, I'm done. You guys stay metal. Later.